What is the best way to become detached from emotion? Examine 3 things regarding the emotion. Examine the gratification of that emotion, the pleasant feelings that the emotion might give, or not pleasant feelings. Examine the danger of that emotion, and examine the escape from that emotion. The Buddha asks us to examine these 3 things in all of our experience. So you don't want to, this is like become detached from emotion, like you're pushing it away, like I am like that, what's the Spock from Star Trek or whatever, I have no emotions, like, my people don't have emotions, these kind of things. You're gonna have emotions. You don't want to be averse to them, but on the other hand, it often doesn't pay to allow yourself to be attached to them and let them just kind of come out and do whatever they feel like doing. So a person, I think, who would be detached from their emotions is not having them, but they're examining them. They're taking they're using satipatthana, right, to examine what's going on in their mind, the feeling in their mind, the thoughts that are arising, all of these things, and they're examining the danger of, if I let this emotion leach into my actions, come from the mind to my speech and my body, will that be harmful? What could possibly be that could happen that way? So when you examine your emotions and you understand them, you develop the wisdom about them, then even with your thoughts, when your thoughts and emotions come up, you can remind yourself, like, the practice allows you to see that what you thought was yours, is not necessarily yours. The Buddha says to examine things. We normally take things and we say they are mine, they are me, and they are myself. And the Buddha says, if you're looking rightly, you see that whatever you're examining, you cannot take as yours, you cannot grasp as yours, you cannot identify with it as yourself or you. So when you do that, so you have thoughts and things that come up and arise in your mind, and then that allows you to understand that you have the choice. Well, this has arisen in my mind. I don't need to follow it. I don't need to attach to it, nor do I need to push it away. If I just let it go and go back to my mindfulness or following my breath or whatever, just let it come. And if you do that, you'll see it arise, it'll stay for a time, and then it'll go away. And then something else will come up and arise, stay for a time, and it'll go away. And you can just sit there watching it, and it's like watching the TV. Just thoughts, emotions, everything just arising while you're following your breath, arising, going for the time, and passing away. It's an interesting experience. The first time I was in some deep concentration and I saw that, and I'm like, I'm following my breath and nothing is coming up that is taking me from my breath, but I'm aware of what it looks like a play or a movie happening. Like there's a scenario happening, and I'm like, what the heck is this? And I was like, it's not drawing me away, so I'm still following my breath, but it's just this awareness that there's all this activity that's happening, but I'm not attaching to it. And I'm not pushing it away. It's just there, and it's just doing what it's doing, and I'm paying attention to my breath. And so never push away. In Buddhism, in meditation practice, we're never trying to force or push anything. Because if you try to force or push anything, you're going to get a force and a pushback that's going to be 10 times greater. So just observe it, examine it, and go with your insight on it.